I remember one of your predecessors here at the stand on the Berliner Philharmoniker, Zeit, who called the CDs sounding pancakes and believed that music only is true and present if it is presented live in front of a non-virtual audience. Do you think he was wrong?
No, I don't think he was wrong. And I think the truth is, relationships are better between two people who are in the same room. Virtual relationships are a different thing, of course. And of course he's right. But I have to say, we're all incredibly grateful to have all these recordings of Celibidache that you would have hated us to have. I wouldn't be without a whole lot of these recordings. And short of being there, this is the next best thing. This is an information age. Everybody will expect to have all their arts and culture coming into their house as they do electricity and water. And I don't know why we think of it as any different. What I hope is that people will still be able to concentrate on it, that it's not just another amenity. And that's one of the reasons also why we wanted to do it relatively simply, just so people can concentrate on what it is. But I'm damned if I'm going to not allow people to experience this. I think it's too important.
And then we have on the other side Herbert von Karajan. Did he overestimate the importance of music combined with technique?
It's of a very particular time, I must say. The films which were choreographed, this was it was a very particular type of aesthetic. Some things date faster than others. I enjoy what I can see of Karajan in a simpler way, in a more direct way, and one can actually see what he was doing. I know when I was first coming to the orchestra were making these films, and there were a number of people sitting, playing, miming to the music of their dead colleagues, because often the recordings were made many years earlier. They said this was a very strange experience, but it was a particular aesthetic. So it goes. I like seeing the real Karajan, where he actually really had to work.
Yeah. So there have been times where orchestra could make a lot of money with CDs, but everybody knows these times are gone. And is the digital concert hall, as you mentioned, an effort to find a new possibility of making real money in the post-CD area?
I think the answer is you have to be joking. Who knows if in 50 or 100 years this will be another income stream? I don't know. Nobody goes into that thinking that. In a way, we've gone out on a limb and we say, if at some time we make some of our money back, this would be wonderful. But at the moment, the idea is really information. Give people the music, give them a chance also to go back over the archive. Over the years, we'll build up more and more of an archive, and it should be available to all music students. It should be available in so many places, and that's the important thing. To my amazement and everybody else's amazement, in a way, this has been done actually in a very idealistic way.
Is it possible to do this digital concert hall at the moment without sponsoring?
Thank God Deutsche Bank helped us initially. But are we absolutely on a financial even keel with this? I don't think so. It will take time. And if you take risks, there's also the chance that they fail. But I don't think this one will fail, because I think it's too important, and in a way it's too obvious. People should be able to dial up the Berlin Philharmonic concerts when they want, where they want.
Where do the Berliner Philharmoniker belong? To the city here in Berlin, which is their home and their source of finance, or to the world?
both and to Germany. And I think we really should be also a national orchestra of Germany. And we should really carry on being part of this country and touring in this country as much as we can. I think we should belong everywhere, but actually our heart is here.
Let us give a short outlook on the upcoming season. What composers are in the focus next season?
Well, there are various focuses. We more and more find ourselves moving in kind of little festivals. And so in February, for instance, we will do all of the Sibelius symphonies with all of the Beethoven piano concertos with Mitsuko Uchida. There's a line that goes through also of Brahms and Schoenberg. Schoenberg, who had always wanted to be Brahms and considered Brahms the most modern of the 19th century composers, and himself the most reluctant revolutionary. And there's also a line of Hungarian music from Haydn, which is only slightly cheating, through Liszt, and particularly through to Kortag and Ligeti and Bartók. So a lot of lines to follow within the year. A lot of new pieces for the orchestra also.